What's good, folks? Alright, today we got another head to head, but we just threw the companies out the window. Listen, we ain't worried about the companies right now, we worried about the individual games. And these games gotta be similar. So, today, in the red corner, Red Dead Redemption 2. And in the blue corner, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Now, we both know both of these games are masterpieces in their own right, but which game do you think does it better? Now listen, there are going to be 5 different rounds we got here. The first round we got world building. Now for Red Dead Redemption 2, it hype you in the most realistic looking Wild West I ever seen, if I hadn't seen one. Listen, it look like you could taste the dust in the air like that. Graphics, beautiful. But not only is that, every NPC seem like they got their own life they really living. Like they doing their own thing. And the world, it kind of reacts to you. The details in this game, amazing. It's amazing. And I feel like you could explore this game but till the end of time, because there's so many things that we ain't found. And it's a big game. But on the other side, we got The Witcher 3. Now this world, we step into the fantasy lore. We talking about old timey folks. We talking about the continents hadn't divided yet. Actually, I think the continents have divided by now. But we ain't getting into the history of it. We just talking about the world building. So, listen, you could go see what the war done to the land in Velen. Or you could go hit this city up in Novigrad. They also got the islands on there, what I say is Skellige. And you know, the world feel alive with it. With all the different monsters that could pop up in the world. And everything that you could affect. So, who wins round 1? Now listen, this where it comes night and day at though. We got a fantasy world that's built beautifully, and we got the Red Dead Redemption 2 that's built almost hyper realistically. But with how much lore one has in the world building, hey, this was a close match. Honestly, it could be a tie. They was throwing hands this round. Now, round 2, storytelling. Now, Red Dead, that story kind of about loyalty, morale, and survival. Arthur Morgan journey, it's much more about the decline of the Old West as it is about his own redemption. And the story is told with like a cinematic type beat. And I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna be hooked in from the very start of the game. But on the other hand, we got The Witcher 3. Listen, The Witcher 3 is a tale about Geralt. My man's Geralt. And it's personal for him, emotional, and it's pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, on the search for his daughter, you gotta look through some ancient prophecies. You gotta look through political stuff. Like every decision you make feel like it's shaping the world around you. And bruh, let's not forget about that side quest, man. When I tell you they just as emotional as the main story. Listen, I'm talking about that man Bloody Baron. That one tough. But both stories, they are masterclasses in their own round. But for this round, listen, I get an edge to Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not gonna lie, I got it in that left hook at a good time. So, right now, first round tied, second round goes to Red Dead Redemption 2. But that ain't all. Round 3. Listen, when it comes to side quests, The Witcher 3 it got the side quest, man. Listen, every side quest feeling important. It's flushed out, and it really makes you feel like you actually helping these people and changing their lives. And it don't feel like a throwaway quest, man. They really put their time and effort into there. But Red Dead, don't count Red Dead out, man. It's side quests. Even though it's a lot fewer side quests in there, it's still packed with some memorable characters and moments that kind of add another layer to Arthur Morgan journey. Listen, you never know who you'll meet and what kind of choices you'll have to make. This one close, but for the sheer variety and narrative depth, I gotta go with The Witcher 3 on this. So yeah, they done tied up. Championship rounds. Round 4. Combat. So, These two games, they real different from each other. Red Dead 2, it leans into realism with the nitty gritty. You know what I'm talking about? That old Wild West, that slanging cowboy, go around slanging that thing. But for real, you feel the weight of every shot you fired, and the hand-to-hand combat. It feel like, listen, if you got this PS5 controller, that PS5 controller be fighting you for real. That thing really be throwing hands at you. You gonna be struggling to hold the controller. But on the other hand, we got The Witcher 3. This one, listen, it's a fast-paced, fluid combat. Listen, Geralt, he got that sword work on him. He got that sword work. You know, it could be graceful and deadly. Like, we talking about night and day. One, we talking about throwing hammer punches, hammer fists. This one, the sword is graceful, mixed up with some magic. You know, add another layer of strategy. You're not really just a brawler. You a monster hunter, man. So you gotta use every tool in your bag. While Red Dead 2, you know, it does offer realistic combat, and The Witcher 3 offers strategy in this game. Listen, this one tough, man. I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about this one for a minute. On one hand, you got that sword play. On the other one, you got that real action. So to compare the two, it's kind of pointless. I'm not gonna lie. We might have another tie on our hands. We might really have another tie on our hands. So, tie, bro. You can't listen. You can't compare that real pow to that sword boom boom. Like, so now we get into round 5. We talking about exploration and the immersivization. So let's talk about Red Dead 2. It sets the standards for how open world games should be, and every inch of the map really feel alive. Whether you hunting, fishing, or just riding off in the sunset, or just tying up random folks and taking them places. No diddy. But you can really get immersive with this world. And on the other hand, we got Witcher 3. It encourages world exploration in its own way, and you never know what type of danger lurking around the corner. But the world feels magical and mysteriously, and it really pulls you in for more adventures. For immersive stuff, I'm not gonna lie, Red Dead 2 has the edge in realism. But The Witcher 3, it takes it on an entirely different way. So, on to the judges with the scorecards. 49-48, Red Dead. Second quarter scorecard, 49-48, Witcher 3. And the winner, by split decision, The Witcher 3. Hey, I wanted to do that. I'm sorry for this cringe, but that was tough, bro. That was tough. You know you wanted to do that before. But there you have it, man. 2 of the greatest open world games in history. Listen, each of them great in their own way. Maybe if I would have did a brawler versus brawler, combat to combat, we talking about them straight hands, maybe then Red Dead would have won. Because I'm not gonna lie, Red Dead, throwing hands on Red Dead is like nothing else, man. But it went in the round, bro. I'm sorry, it went in the round. So, what's your take on it? Agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments which game you think deserves the crown. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you wanna. And we out.